Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 17. We are here at the All-Star Open here at Lowe's Motor Speedway in Charlotte, North Carolina. As you see, we got Jamie McMurray on pole, and we got 15 laps here tonight. The format to qualify for the 2004 All-Star race is pretty simple. You got to win a race in the last season from the All-Star race, if that makes sense. Basically, from the Coca-Cola 600 to last week at Richmond, from 2003 into 2004. You also got to win the last five All-Star races, or one race from the last five All-Star races, and you got to win the All-Star Open. Whoever wins this race will be the final car locking themselves in to the 19 car field this season. We've got 22 cars gridded up and ready to go. See, we got a couple Dodges towards the front, some Chevrolets. You gotta go back a little bit to see some Fords, but this race will be chaotic. This race will be very interesting. NASCAR is introducing a new rules package just for the All-Star race, just for this exhibition race. A lot of drag. The tires are softer, they're more grippier. Straightaway speed is going to be very, very important. Corner speed might be a little bit more important, though. We'll have to see what happens. Like I said, 15 laps. And let's get down to the grid here and go through the starting lineup.
Drivers, to your cars.
There's the drivers to your cars call. And the winner of the Open was Terry Labonte. He's already locked in. He won the 1999 All-Star race. But yeah, we got Shane McMurray, Brian Vickers here. Some dodges up towards the front. We'll have to see how that body fares through the air. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. We'll get down to your starting lineup.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the engines, the drivers come to life here at Lowe's Motor Speedway, set it down to your starting lineup. Row 1 inside, we got Jamie McMurray to his outside, Brian Vickers, Sterling Marlin, Casey Mears, Chip Ganassi had a pretty good qualifying run here. We got John Andretti, there's Dave Blaney, Joe Nemechek, Steve Park, Jerry Mayfield, Bill Elliott, Ricky Rudd, Mike Skinner, Ward Burton, Kyle Petty. We got Jimmy Spencer in the 72 of Jeff Green. Then we got Jack Sprague, Jerry Nadeau, Ken Schrader, Buckshot Jones, rookie Paul Menard, and Kenny Wallace rounds out your last row here. Again, we got 15 laps. These guys should be good on fuel. Not a lot of strategy, just a straight up sprint race. And yeah, we'll have to see how tonight goes. It'll be the same rules package for the All-Star race tomorrow night, Saturday night. But for the Coca-Cola 600, it'll be the basic rules package. But yeah, we'll have to see how tonight goes. As these guys round turn 3 and 4, the pace car is getting ready to make that left-hand turn to go into the pit lane and send these guys off. A lot of red, white, and blue out there supporting America. Memorial Day's next weekend. But tonight we got the All-Star Open and we are green from Lowe's Motor Speedway. So already right there you see John Andretti didn't get a great start. Dave Blaney drops down. Third car inside row. Or inside lane. And McMurray is pulling away. Well, right here, you'll really see what that drag does. Is that's going to drag the 40 car and the 5 and the 41 right to his back bumper. McMurray leads lap 1 already, 14 laps to go. All that matters tonight is the winner. 2nd through 22nd. Doesn't pay nothing as you see Kenny Wallace turn around backwards in turn 1 and 2. I believe the yellow flag is out. Yes, the caution is out. It'll be raced back to the line. Sterling Marlin, the 42 has been fairly quick. No one's been able to pull up to his back bumper yet. So here comes Brian Vickers with a huge run. He's going to pull to the inside at the line. McMurray first, Marlin second. I'll have to look back here real quick and see what happened to that wreck. Is there 3 wide? That ain't gonna work. Trying to come back to the pace line here. See Jerry Nadeau here. Let's go see what happened. It's right there. The 10, the 33, the 23 are all basically bump drafting going into one. Ooh. Not sure what happened there with the camera and everything. That was weird. So this is probably the best view we'll get right here. So watch the 10, the 33, the 23. They're gonna kind of like accordion right here. Right there, and that tap from the 23 is going to kind of send the 33 up into the 0-1. Pretty hard hit. 45 is going to get himself a piece. Now with this qualifier race, and as well as the All-Star race, it's an exhibition race, right? Injuries are off. Injuries don't really count, so someone gets in a horrible wreck. No points race won't count. So you see the 33 there is retired from this race. He will not be a part of the 2004 All-Star race. But that being said, we'll speed through this yellow and we'll see when we go back green. So here we go. We're going to get back green here. With 9 laps to go, we got a couple Chip Ganassi Dodges, all 3 of them actually, inside the top 4. So we are green, back from Lowe's Motor Speedway. Right there, Vickers gets a great run through 1 and 2. He's actually on the bumper of the 40, cuts him a break. It's interesting, that 40 car doesn't really seem to be drafting very well. There goes the 5 to the inside. Casey Mears to follow. Vickers is clear. Here comes Casey Mears drawn side by side with his teammate. We got some Dodges nose to tail right there. The 77, the 2, the 43. Look out. Nearly 3 wide there. With that bunch. It'll be interesting right here. Can Brian Vickers make the All-Star race on his rookie season? Next time by will be 7 to go. Time's ticking, boys. We gotta go. Here comes the 41's gonna get a run on the 5. He's gonna lift, try and prioritize exit. And the 5's got a lot of grip right there in the center. He's able to carry that momentum. He's gonna hang a left. At the line, it'll be McMurray by a half a car length, but Vickers got the momentum. Coming out this year, we got SpongeBob the movie. We'll have to go check that out in theaters this summer. They got a promo going on right there with Target. You'll see SpongeBob on the side of that car. Throughout the season, as I saw a yellow flag, the light was flashing there. So here comes the 41, the 42 side by side with the 5. They're gonna kind of get a run here. Won't be enough. Vickers at the line. So you got the 72 there crinkled up on the left side. Let's go see what happened. Again, going on from the turn 1 here. There's the 72. He's going to get run on the 45. He's going to clip him and actually turn him up into the 49, the 23. And just one of those deals. Yeah, just kind of one of them racing deals right there. This kind of package kind of gets into the left rear, gets the 45, jacks his rear tires up, and he can't really go faster, and the 72 can't slow down as fast. They just kind of all come together right there. But as these guys pace around, it'll be 5 to go this time by, and we'll catch you when we go back green. And we are green once again. McMurray's making a move. Next time by will be 2 laps to go. Trying to speed this race along here. This is just the qualifier race. We are here for the All-Star race. Question is, who's gonna make it? And Brian Vickers there's a lot of Dodges in his rearview mirror. He is side by side with McMurray. Park's got a massive run. Where's he gonna go? 2 laps to go. Does he make it 3 wide for the lead? He's gonna hang out. He's gonna sit tight in that Miller Lite. Dodges the 42. Contact! I think the 2 got in the back of the 42 and there was almost clear. I think there was contact for the lead. They're going to be side by side. Where does Mears go? Marlin, these guys got to get themselves in prime position. They got to make moves. They can't be too aggressive though, because if they wreck and yellow comes out, this will be the race. They're side by side for the lead. Coming to the white flag. The white flag is out. Final lap. One more time to go. Chip Ganassi's lined up on the inside. What can they do to try and get around that 5? Steve Parker around the outside. Brian Vickers had an amazing turn 1 and 2. What can the pole sitter Jay McMurray do? I don't think he can get there. I don't know what. That 5 had an amazing turn 1. I don't know if the 41 had the rear tires jacked up off the ground from the 42, but out of turn 4, headlines are going to say rookie Brian Vickers makes his all-star debut. McMurray will finish second. Casey Mears. Chip Ganassi top 5. Good run for them, but fortunately, the only thing that pays is the winner. We'll kind of go through the finishing results here. We know Kenny Wallace is going to finish last year with a DNF. Well, next time I see you guys, it'll be the 2004 All-Star Race. Brian Vickers will be there. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to, again, Week 17. Except this time, we're here at the All-Star Race, not the Open. We're here at Lowe's Motor Speedway, North Carolina. And we've got the All-Star Race here. The qualifying order was by random draw. Jimmy Johnson drew pole. And yeah, let's go over who qualified and how everybody qualified for this here event. Alrighty. So we got the 1, the 8, the 24, the 12, the 29, all last 5 years All-Star Race winner. Not sure if that made sense or if that was English, but we got Terry Labonte, 1999 All-Star winner, all the way up to Kevin Harvick, won the All-Star race last season. Mark Martin, Michael Waltrip, Greg Biffle, Matt Kenseth, Bobby Labonte, Tony Stewart, Robbie Gordon, Ricky Craven, Elliott Sadler, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Jarrett, Kurt Busch, all won a race last season after the All-Star race, and Jeff Burton won a race this season to qualify him for the All-Star race. Brian Vickers won the All-Star Open last night. So that's how everybody qualified for this event. And let's go over your random draw qualifiers.
Drivers, to your cars.
Alrighty, we got the drivers to your car. This morning there was a ceremony held where crew chiefs randomly drew starting spots, and Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Burton wound up on pole. Let's go over your starting lineup. The last row, we got Ricky Craven, we got Robbie Gordon, Michael Waltrip just in front, Elliott Sadler, Greg Biffle, Terry Labonte, and last night's winner, Brian Vickers, Mark Martin, Tony Stewart, last week's winner, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and your Daytona 500 champion, Ryan Newman. Then we got Bobby Labonte, last year's Coca-Cola 600 winner, Dale Jarrett, Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth starting 5th, row 2, Jeff Gordon, Kevin Harvick, and row 1, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Burton. The way this race is broken down, there's 3 different segments. We'll run 10 laps, throw a yellow, another 10 laps, throw another yellow. And the last 6 laps of the race will be a 6-lap sprint to crown your 2004 All-Star winner. Essentially, it's a 30-lap race with 2 staged yellows. But yeah, we'll get the command to fire engines here, and we'll get this race rolling.
Drivers, start your engines!
Here's last year's winner, Kevin Harvick, in the Kiss Chevrolet. We got Bobby Labonte in a special D-Day. That car looks pretty sick. Ryan Newman right there, Mobile 1. We got Kraft's Velveeta. Cheese, I believe, is on Mark Martin there. We got Tony Stewart in the Olympics USA car. Got a couple of USA Olympic cars here. We got Elliott Sadler in a red, white, and blue M&M's car. That thing looks pretty sick. National Guard. We got the camo there. Robbie Gordon throwing it back to Dale Earnhardt. And Michael Waltrip. Red, white, and blue there. Ricky Craven got a primary there. Jimmy Johnson's got a great Outlaws car. We got Jeff Burton. Kraft on that car as well. We got the $1 billion Pepsi Mobile from Jeff Gordon. Kurt Busch, Dale Jarrett, Dale Jr., all rocking primaries. We got the Dale Earnhardt car for Terry Labonte there. Let's get a good look at these cars here. Again, with the All-Star Open, we got the softer tire, higher drag. So it should be exciting, should be a lot of close racing. Here we go. Pace car makes that left-hand turn. We are green from Lowe's Motor Speedway in the 2004 All-Star race. As 19 cars thunder through 1 and 2, Kevin Harvick makes it 3 wide on Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Burton. They're 3 wide out of turn 2 for the lead. Johnson and Harvick clear. Kenseth's going to get a big run. The drafters are going to be so important right here. Everyone checks up hard getting into turn 1. Kurt Busch is looking to make it 3 wide on Jeff Gordon. Gordon blocks. Kurt's in the wall. Newman around. Stewart to the grass. Johnson leads lap 1. And they wreck big time behind them. And they're still wrecking going into turn 1. That was the big one at the All-Star race. Got Michael Walter turned around. Bobby Labonte. Oh man, Mark Martin's trunk is shortened up pretty significantly. One thing to note as well, injuries are turned off, so if there's a bad wreck, no one's going to get injured. It's an exhibition race, no points are on the line. But, so yeah, we kind of called it live right here. We saw Kurt Busch. Jeff Gordon right here is going to get kind of tight. Kurt Busch is going to be thinking aggressive, tries to make it 3 wide. Gordon down the block, gets into Dale Jarrett, and this was kind of a slow developing wreck, and then Kurt Busch is going to grab the fence, down to Labonte. Dale Jarrett actually ends up saving it. Newman around, Bobby Labonte there, Brian Vickers, oh, scoots through the middle. I think he's going to end up actually saving it. 12's there has got damage, the 15, the 18. These guys are sliding through the grass. We'll have to see what happened at the 6, why he got damage. Last week's winner, Dale Jr., he sneaks through. Ooh, yeah, right there. Elliott Sadler and Dale Jr. actually end up tagging Mark Martin. Ooh, right there, yeah. Shorts up the back. But for how big this was and how there wasn't a lot of significant contact to kind of go around. That was a crazy save right there by the 88. But, alrighty, well, we'll get this caution shortened up for you, and we'll see you when we go back green. Jimmy Johnson, your leader. Alrighty, we are pacing down the backstretch here, as we're going to get 25 to go in the race. 5 to go, actually 4 to go in this segment. Last year's winner, Kevin Harvick. There's Kenseth, Burton. Kind of go through here, this field. Cars don't seem too beat up. We'll have to see. There's the 6 right there. I think he's got the worst damage. We'll have to see when the camera pans around, see if anybody got some right side damage. But it looks good. The 12, the 18, they all look good. We'll go through the front of this field here. Pace cars make that left-hand turn. Coming out of turn 4, Johnson, Harvick's going to lead him to the green. And the green flag is back out. 4 to go till segment 1's done. Harvick right there got a great jump, trying to take advantage again. Trying to go around the outside. The car got tight, kind of had to lift right there. It's going to open the door for Matt Kenseth. Kenseth thinks better of it. That's a smart race car driver. He knows he's got a fast car. He knows, you know. Oh, Dale Jarrett to the back end of Jeff Gordon. As I was saying about Matt Kenseth, he knows he's got a fast race car. He knows he can't win it right now. He's in a great position. He's not going to try and risk it, but Jeff Burton says, we got to go. He bump drafts and boots the 17 into the second lane. Here comes Burton, Kevin Harvick. They're going to get a big run here on Johnson. Who's going to make a move? Burton or Harvick? Or neither? Burton's going to push Harvick going into turn 3. And I hear scraping and scratching. I think that's going to bring a yellow out. Nope. We stay green. What happened? Got the 16 way off pace. There goes Kenseth. We're going to make a move. Let's go see what happened. Ooh. kind of a four-car tandem right here. The 1, the 32, the 16. I mean, that's what the softer tires will do. Meanwhile, Harvick chasing down Johnson. They're able to save it. The 16 there is way off pace. There's a 6 kind of damaged. We'll kind of see through here. The 1, the whole right side and the rear of that car is pretty banged up. But the top 8 right here have kind of pulled away from the rest of the field. Here goes Harvick to the inside, trying to make the pass for the lead. We'll go ahead and throw the yellow here for the end of segment 1. Johnson's going to hold on to the lead for now. Here comes Jeff Burton. He knows the end of the segment's this lap. Trying to get track position. He wants to be the one to attack for the lead. Jeff Gordon's looking for a 2-piece through 3 and 4. If he can get a run right here, try and get himself a 3-piece. He's unable to get the momentum. Johnson will win segment 1. Jeff Gordon 3rd. Matt Kenseth 4th. Harvick 5th. But this caution here will be a great time, great opportunity for these cars, especially the 1, maybe the 12, maybe the 6, to, you know, try and get some of this damage fixed. The 16, this will help them catch up. This will be a quickie yellow here. We'll go back green here shortly. Alrighty, we are here. As Jimmy Johnson leads Burton, leads Gordon, Kenseth, Tony Stewart, your top 5. Harvick lost some track position there. Kind of uncharacteristic for that 29. We know he's been kind of known for gaining track position on pit road, but meanwhile, we'll get a restart here. This segment will be 8 laps, and we are green back from Charlotte. So yeah, around like lap 21, 22, I think coming to 22 we'll throw the yellow. 21 or 22. Well, here we go. The top 3 have kind of pulled away. The 99 and the 24 trying to catch up to the 48. They should get a pretty big, impressive run right here. Going down the front stretch. 24, is he going to hang a left on the 99? Can the 99 get there to the 48? He's there. The 24 is going to try and push the 99 around the 48, but the 48 is going to carry the momentum the long way around. He's going to hang on to the lead, but for how long? And how long will that 24 be patient? That 20 says, hey, I got to go. I got momentum. Here we go. The 99 goes to the inside. Here comes Kenseth, Robbie Gordon. We know Robbie Gordon's going to be fairly aggressive. As the Hendrick teammates are working around the outside. Can they get it to work? Johnson gets turned by Gordon. Hard hit. Stewart. No, Harvick. The field scatters. Look out. Oh, boy. And Matt Kenseth, surprise, surprise, is going to get the lead here. But here comes Vickers, rookie Brian Vickers has got a massive run here on Kenseth. Can he make a move? It'll be halfway this time by. He cannot. Kenseth leads it. Unbelievable. Oh, no. Bobby Labonte just blew up. Saw that live. Bobby Labonte just blew up. Lost a motor. Look out. Jeff Burton, that car is destroyed. Well, we saw it live. We don't need to do a whole lot of dissecting. So we saw the 2 teammates trying to work together on the high side. And just kind of going through the dog leg, they kind of got crossed up. Oh my gosh, Harvick, there's nowhere to go for him. So, Kenseth went low, Stewart went high, Vickers went low, Kevin Harvick went low. Kind of ran into the 24 there. This was really interesting because, like, Johnson down right there. And the 99 just kind of ricocheted off the fence. The 99 ricochets off the fence. Pow! Right into the 24. Right into the 29. 48's obviously turned around there at that point. That's 5 really, really fast race cars that are now torn up. So this will be a really interesting perspective from the rear of the 99 car. Hold on. Pretty nasty shot right there. One more time. Alrighty, well, we will get caught back up here to live, and we'll get this restarted here for you guys. Alrighty, well, after pit stops here, we got the 5 leading. There goes Jeff Gordon. He's going to try and run away so he doesn't get lapped. We got the 5 here leading. Beat the 17 off of pit road. As now we are green here with 12 laps to go in the race. And only 2 to go left in this segment. At 21, we'll throw the yellow. There goes Dale Jarrett's able to get a great restart, trying to carry the momentum around the outside of the 17. That 31, the 97. Those two are probably the most aggressive drivers in the garage. This will be interesting. So 31 is shoving the 17 down the backstretch. Here comes the 88 trying to get a run around the outside. We know how the 88 right there, he won the 2003 Daytona 500. We know how good he is in the draft. And we know how good Brian Vickers is in this what am I trying to say? This rules package. He won the All-Star Open. So turn 4 here. We'll get the yellow next time by to end this segment. What can Dale Jarrett do to get around Vickers? Man, these guys are nose to tail right here. There's Jarrett. Gets into Vickers. Vickers trying to block. Kenseth around the outside. Vickers is still sideways. Where are these guys going to go? Vickers does a great job blocking. He's going to hang on to the segment win. Look out, everyone just needs the lift right here. Slow down, don't get wrecked. Yellow's already out, guys. Alrighty, well, we'll see you for segment 3 here. The sprint to finish the All-Star race. Alright, just like how we drew it up, there's going to be a 6-lap sprint to the finish. And we are green. Kenseth makes a move right there. He put himself in a great spot. Him and that team, they're trying to win the All-Star race. We got Robbie Gordon there in 3rd, Dale Jr., Kurt Busch. We know how aggressive these guys are. Matt Kenseth pounces. That's a great job. Knowing how aggressive these guys are, they're knowing they got to put themselves in a position to try and win this race. Yellow's likely to come out soon right there. Kenseth gets a great jump. He's going to grab the lead. 5 to go. There's Dale Jarrett, Robbie Gordon right there. Vickers falls back to 4th. Gordon almost looked like he gave a shot to Dale Jarrett. There's Dale Jr. The top 2 are now kind of pulling away. The inside line was unable to get a good exit because the 5's up top there. Dale Jarrett's got a big run on Kenseth. Next time by will be 4 to go. Gordon's clear of Vickers. Earnhardt Jr.'s clear of Vickers as well. Not quite. Vickers is holding tough on the outside. Dale Jarrett's flying, trying to catch Matt Kenseth. If a yellow comes out, this is likely it. Dale Jarrett, when do you make your move? There comes Dale Jarrett. Does he hang it left here? He wanted to. Kenseth does a great job defending. Top 6 are clear. Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle side by side. Here comes Robbie Gordon with a big run on Dale Jarrett. 3 to go. So rules package, knowing the just the amount of just drag, the runs these cars get on each other. When do you make your move? You don't want to make it too soon. You don't want to give your opponents a chance to gang back up on you. But if a yellow comes out, race is over. Dale Jarrett seems to be kind of holding up Robbie Gordon here. 2 laps to go for Matt Kenseth. Can he hang on? Robbie Gordon's looking high. Jarrett's looking low. They're going to kind of funnel in here. Junior right there has pulled up right here. Kurt Busch is trying to draft his way up, make it a top 5 battle for the win. As there goes Robbie Gordon to the inside. Yeah, that inside move didn't really pay off for him. That gives Dale Jarrett time to breathe. White flag is out. Final lap in the 2004 All-Star race. We got Brian Vickers down there on the apron. Here comes Matt Kenseth. Here comes Dale Jarrett. Brian Vickers, never mind. Dale Jarrett's there. He's in the draft. Does he hang a left? He has to, right? He's all over back of Matt Kenseth's rear bumper. He didn't make a move. I don't know if he thought the inside liner was the way to go. Here he comes. He's going to have a run off of 4. Will it be enough? Dale Jarrett, Matt Kenseth at the line. Kenseth by half a car length. Matt Kenseth is your 2004 All-Star Race winner. $1 million goes Kenseth's way. Dale Jarrett right there. I wonder if he just didn't think that he was able to get a big enough run there off of 4. Let's watch it again. So yeah, right here, middle of 1 and 2, gets a great run, gets right up behind Kenseth. He didn't really have any help behind, and right here he could have hung a left, tried staying patient, backs off. Here comes the 31 with the huge run, gets in the throttle sooner than the 17, is able to carry the momentum, hangs a left, but just misjudged it by that much. But alright, these are the finishing results to your 2004 All-Star race. Matt Kenseth wins $1 million. Dale Jarrett, Robbie Gordon, Dale Jr., Ryan Newman, your top 5. And, yeah, no points, just bragging rights and $1 million. Kudos to Dale Jarrett there, trying to be patient. It didn't quite work out for him, but, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next time for the stock car's longest night. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. You guys have a good rest of your day.